back to another episode of Different by Default. This is season 6. How y'all doing out there?
Hey guys.
Sorry, we're glad to be back. We're glad to be back.
Yeah, because they see you since Guy called it. So.
Hey, bro. It's a journey. Getting called life.
Well, before we start the episode, I'd like to thank you guys for continuing to subscribe, turn on post notifications. That helps us a lot. And, keep showing love out here for DVD. So let me start the episode. Today's episode, we will be talking about nostalgia. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the definition of nostalgia, right?
Old stuff,
No?
memories.
It feels good when you think about it, but as it's fading away, you feel that sweet ting of pain.
Pain from
nostalgia?
nostalgia.
Not really.
Not pain, but
Nah, nostalgia can be a good thing and a bad thing. Nostalgia isn't always a positive thing. Like sometimes you have nostalgia, but then like it's a good memory, but it also pain
So like,
comes
is
with
it
it. Like,
nostalgia or PTSD? Like,
No. Say like you're remembering a loved one that you lost.
yeah,
Like you remember the good times, but at the end you got that little sting of pain because they're not there no more.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
Hey. All right, so you brought up memories. So for everyone in here, what is one memory that, like, you cling on to the moment, like, that automatically makes you think of, like, a nostalgic moment?
Oh no, wow, it's
Bro,
Jesus.
see,
Yeah, I'm like, you must got a good ass answer.
And memory from childhood that just,
I
like,
gotta go first. I gotta go. Don't look at me.
You said that we cling on to.
a memory from childhood that you cling on to that's like, dang, that is so nostalgic. That
I would say when I was younger and my friends used to ring my doorbell and ask my mom, "Can I come outside?"
that used to be fire, no cap. And then you would go outside with all that you got, like your bikes,
For
y'all
real.
run.
Good times.
Bikes.
Good times.
like, I ain't talking
Y'all
about bikes
ain't had
with
no
you.
bike?
I ain't talking about bikes with him. Nah, we not.
You can definitely talk about bikes with me, yo.
Nah, I ain't talking about bikes with you.
That was a time.
That was hard. But Ted, what about you? Like,
I'd say like my high school year.
Tin man.
trash can.
It's very nostalgic. I remember these two knuckleheads come to my door unannounced. Whether I'm asleep or awake, I wake up to these niggas on the game first without even saying hi to me. You know what I'm saying? Very nostalgic and character
rude as
development
hell.
too.
Nah, bro, this
This
dude.
was our house. Like,
He
let's ball
used to
through,
be an
like-
idiot, bro. He used to go in the house, immediately fall asleep, forget to lock his door. You think I'm not just gonna walk in? Like I grew up in the hood. You leave,
Walking in people's cribs,
you
though, that's
leave a fresh
First of all,
invitation. I'm gonna use it.
First of all, it's a master lock, so they didn't know how to get in. Try to show them how to get in through the
Well,
master lock.
I ain't
Who
gonna
told
lie.
you to show them?
In defense, me and our boy Pat already did it. We did it. We
I
just
ain't gonna hold
use
you.
our little ID.
Oh,
for school. No, it don't work. It don't work no more. That's not how it work no more.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Crying.
You talk about high school. Nah, high school was nostalgic, but like, yo,
Oh.
you remember?
Go even younger.
You remember we was like trying to go to church one day with this nigga right there?
This guy.
Yo, so quick story. We tried to go to church. We made it halfway. Like, this is when we was walking. We was walking to church, and Tan's like, I don't have my phone, and I'm like, you wait until we get like we looking at the church. The church see us looking at the church, and then we gotta go all the way back to Tan's house to help him look for his phone. And then, mind you,
Angry
we-
ass walk.
yeah, like, and we had to call someone in the house to get in the. Yo, so he took
First
my
of all-
phone.
first
No,
of
no,
all-
no, he took my phone to call himself, and then so his voicemail came up. It was like, "Hello." He's like, "Yo, come over the door with me," and then the voicemail was like, "I'm like, hey, I can't go to the phone right now." He's like, "Oh." So me and Kay just looking at him like, nah. Then we get upstairs. He tearing up his room. He looking for his phone. I'm like, yo, I want some grapes. Oh, yo, can you get some grapes from the fridge? He look in the fridge. Looks at his phone.
In the
He's-
fridge?
He said, oh, my phone in the fridge. I'm like, nah.
Yes.
I don't know what the reason was, but I knew I had to place it down in the fridge for a quick second, bro.
No, that voice message would have pissed me the
And
fuck
the
off.
worst part is, I told like, what y'all dumb niggas fall for it?
He was the one who fell for it. None of us fell for it.
Yo, bro, he was the first one to fall for it, bro. I think we fell for it eventually after a while because it's like niggas just got tired of that shit, bro.
Right,
Like
he
niggas
was-
that really need 10. call him quick.
His
Woo, woo, woo.
voicemail pick up like, yo. I'm
Like, yo, bro,
Chad.
yo, come open the door.
He's like, yeah, I ain't have to do it. I can't answer the phone right now. I'm like, this nigga. But okay, for me, a childhood moment that brings back nostalgia, probably like when I was real younger, like probably around like middle school, like with my cousins and stuff. Like we used to sleep over at our uncle's house. That used to be dope. Like playing Super Smash or Mario Kart, and like we had like titles. Like we had titles for it, and like it was always a fight. Like it was always a rumble. Like it was always a match. And then I remember there was one night, we was playing Super Smash, and it was like my cousin Knez and my other cousin Herb. They was playing, and it was like heated. And mind you, I was downstairs. It's a big house, by the way. It's like a super big house. I'm downstairs, and they're like upstairs in the room. And I'm like, I told my cousin, I'm like, yo, let's go back upstairs, but the match almost over. All I hear is people yelling. I don't know who won, so I hear yelling from all the way upstairs. So I start yelling. I'm like, oh, let's go. Don't know who won. I could have been cheering for the Ops. But yeah, like times like that, like, you know, we also used to do, like, if whoever falls asleep, like, you'll get drenched with water.
Oh, nah.
And
You
it
getting
was
like cheese slapped in your face.
Nah, it was no cheese. It was like a pitcher of water.
We hit
Like
niggas
Polo
with
would come
pans.
around with a pitcher of water and just dump it on you. And we just get everybody, like, times like that. Or playing hide and seek, like.
But there's even stuff now that give you nostalgia. Like, you know CNC sodas?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
50
Yo,
cents?
niggas say that shit was no, not CNC. It was tropical fancy. Niggas said that was bummies, bro.
Anything of that, like of the sort, taste-wise, sometimes it brings me back to like a good summer.
Y'all remember old time?
Wow, this shit.
Old time.
Oh,
Nah, I
damn.
fuck with CNC still.
Old
I
time
was
just
fucking with old times in like middle school.
Old times.
Yeah.
Those are the ones they really said would give you bummies.
Bro, that shit was so stupid, bro.
That
Y'all
shit
don't
was
know bummies when they said, you know, kill your sperm. That shit made no sense to me.
I realized that before I met y'all, I was a whole different kid. I was honestly, I was a smart troublemaker.
Or smart.
Yeah, I was smart. I've always
that
been
stuff.
smart as hell. Got good grades, but like, you know, until I got older, I started to stop caring about the grade part. But that's besides the point. It's talking about nostalgia. I used to live in the projects by Oakwood. Y'all can look it up. I don't really care. It's orange.
Like, damn, just give them the exact.
ain't shit there. The projects I lived in ain't even there no more, so they ain't gonna find shit. But yo, I used to go outside. I lived on the 7th floor, mind you. Everybody, half of the niggas in the school lived lived either around the corner from me on one of the side streets, or they lived in the projects with me. It'd be like 8 o'clock at night. Do. Yo, can K come outside? What y'all about to do? We about to just run around. Okay. We'll go run outside. All of a sudden, there's like 20 dogs outside. It might be like a shootout or two.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, you got to duck around a little bit, but then you run around. It's 2 connected projects. You got one on one side, then the other one on the other side. You used to run around playing Manhunt.
Oh my god.
Oh, nah,
You just took me out there.
I hate
That is-
manhunt,
Man,
bro.
Okay, you obviously never won. You mad as
No.
hell.
There was one time Ted was it. And Ted was catching numbers.
First of all, let me explain something. I'm not a try hard, so I'm not really chasing someone. Once I feel like you fast, I'm like, all right, you got it. So like the first part of manhunt, my man Jahad hit me with the boop boop. And like, mind you, I told my mom, I'm just going outside to see my friend. She don't know what I'm really doing. I slip on the dirt. Wow. Whole back of me filled with dirt. First L.
There was,
Then I see my man, I thought it was Darian. Mind you, he look Hispanic, but he's Jamaican Canadian. You don't want to talk about that.
Jamaican Canadian, but he's Spanish.
He look Hispanic,
look
yeah.
Hispanic, yeah.
So I see him down the stairs, like, oh yeah, I got you. I jumped down the stairs. No, first of all, he was near the stairway, and I'm running. He jumped down the stairway and be like, no, and run away. I'm like, oh my God, I just chased up Poppy. And I'm like, I just sat on the stairway like, yo, Tan, you good? I'm like, yo, I don't want to play no more, bro. I don't want to play no more.
He wasn't even part of the game.
I just chased away on
That
Poppy,
was a
bro.
grown ass man, bro.
I got hit by a branch.
Yeah, he had a whole corona, bro. He jumped in
How
whole corona.
the
He-
fuck did you
telling
think
me-
that was Darius?
Telling me, bro, drunk, and you chasing him.
Bro, I
at
didn't
night,
know, bro. I
and
thought I
he's
was
scared.
Bro, I was desperate to catch someone, bro.
We was
Now, when
juking
you
the shit
playing
out of him.
manhunt, you gotta like pretend you a vigilante or
Like-
something. I used to be under cars, like on top top of roofs, like doing parkour
No
and
funny
shit.
shit.
They was not
no
catching me.
funny
I used to
shit.
be hunting niggas down, bro. That's how I got
be
hit with a
jumping
branch.
down like 5 or 6 steps.
No, for real.
That's a whole
Legs
abandoned
tingle after I
warehouse.
fall and
That's
shit.
what I
I
was
used to-
to say.
I used to move
Straight to the
super
concrete.
quiet. Like,
Never gonna forget that, bro. I'm chasing Trey. He
Trey used to-
nigga
oh
duked
my God.
around the car. I almost run into the car. I see Darian on the other side of the car. I start chasing Darian. Woof. I'm hawking him down. He's like, nah, you're not catching me. Fucking goes past a tree. Pulls the tree as he going past. I run as soon as I'm like right behind him as he pulling the tree. I'm about to catch him. Boom.
What type of fucking cartoon
I
shit
said,
was
nah.
that?
We was playing
I don't even wanna
manhunt
chase
in
this
a
nigga no
abandoned
more.
it was a
yo,
warehouse,
we
right?
was in the abandoned warehouse
Warehouse.
playing
If we're
manhunt.
being honest, we should bring back manhunt.
Nah, no cap,
like
bro.
as adults.
I feel like that's like a every summer activity you gotta get in.
My son Trey was this when he was running track too. I think I met up with him. I was like, yo, they coming, bro. Like they got Jihad fast up. He's like, I ain't worried. It was Jihad and K. They came through. I was like, yeah, I believe. I left Trey. I'm running. I'm looking behind. I'm like, yo, they got Trey. We done up.
Nah,
Next
yeah,
thing you know-
we were smart with that way.
My son Trey, I think he bopped Jihad. He spent on K and he started dipping. He's like, yo, you running too slow. I'm like, what? I'm like, I thought they had you.
Nah, because we tried to be smart, right? Instead of just hunting him down, we tried to try to get him from both sides.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, he was
So,
not messing.
so I'm watching him juke the shit out of Jihad. I'm like, damn, I should go help. So I come in to go help. Nigga, as I'm running towards him, he juke Jihad. Then I look at that. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna catch him. He spins. Oh shit.
He said,
Nigga,
fuck off
I
me,
turn around, nigga, dumb down the street. I said, I'm not running no more.
I hate when someone get behind someone, you in front of them, they like, all right, bro, which way you gonna go, bro? Because I'm still gonna chase after you, bro. You like, nah, man, you got pick, bro. You got pick.
All right, so we talking about like manhunts.
Oh shit! I remember I broke into a school when I was a little kid, bro.
Oh my God, wait, because I did that with a group of people too.
I did that shit like 3 different times.
Okay, you taking me out
I
there
got
now.
caught both times too.
Oh,
like-
I never.
No. The first time I got caught on the gate because they had this little metal
You were
ass.
stuck on the gate.
Yeah, bro. I was pissed, bro. Mind you, I was only like 8, 9 years old, so I was low key scared as hell once I got caught in the gate. You know, one of them cartoonist ass shits too. Your pants get caught in the gate, so now you just hanging on, and it's one of them not them normal fence gates. It's one of them pole metal gates. So I'm just like, dude. My uncle, my cousins and shit, they looking at me like, leave him. Nah.
Leave him is crazy.
The cousin that's the closest to me was like, nah, I'm gonna go get him. Pulls me off before the security guard climbs up and pulls me off himself. And then we run away. The second time, this nigga invited me to his school on some dumb shit, bro.
Yo, I was like,
Other
yo.
niggas got into the school, started fighting. I got caught because they was fighting. I was pissed.
And you know what's crazy? The period before, I was like, yo, we can dip now. Niggas was like, nah, let's stay a little longer, bro. I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Next thing you know, all I see is, like, we walk in the hallway, all I hear is, someone got hit, and I just see a security guard run. I'm like, huh, they fighting. I'm like, you know, this is the perfect time to just go into a class. And then, like, niggas was like, yo, he don't go here. I'm like, oh! I'm like, hey, we out, we
I thought they
out.
was talking to us. They wasn't.
So we start running, and then they was like, I'm like, wait, how'd you get into school? I'm like, I seen you this morning. You walked by I took your ID. How did he get into school? I was like, I don't know.
Like, fuck is he talking about? Like, I
we
go
walked
here.
in. He go here.
He go here, I go here.
Nigga was like, nah, you don't go here. I know everybody that go here. It always gotta be one of them niggas, bro.
Yo, bro.
Niggas like, come with the office to me. We gonna look up your name.
Oh my.
I start giving him the name of the nigga ID I got and shit. He's like, nah, I know that nigga. I know
Now
that
you know that nigga. You just let me do
I'm
it.
like, yo, you don't know that nigga. I know that nigga. You don't go here.
He was
Next
like,
thing you know, they walking me through the fucking gym with cuffs on and shit. I'm
Yeah,
saying like,
they was rolling.
bro, they
It's
caught
not that
me, but
deep.
not the niggas that was fighting, huh? How the fuck they get out?
Because they go here.
No, they didn't.
Nah, they ain't go-
they didn't.
yo,
They didn't go there either. That was the
day
only reason I got
came to my
caught.
school, like, it was like a bunch of, like,
Every other school was out on
Yeah.
spring break.
and
but
they
his school.
all had beef with niggas in campus. So it was like niggas from Everton High, like Orange High, like what else? Weekway, right?
Yeah, Weekway, West Side.
West Side, West Caldwell. It was a bunch of different schools in there ready to get
Fuck
right
is
with
campus
somebody.
beef? What's Carver for? What
Yo,
the fuck?
It was a bunch of different people from different schools beefing with somebody.
Mind you, like, how the fuck do like 20 niggas from different schools get into your school all on the same day?
And
And
mind
you
you-
wanna catch the one nigga that wasn't doing anything?
Bruh, it just sound like y'all got bad security.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
it's
make
Crazy.
our
They got
security
police
look
in
good.
their
It's
school.
like,
They got
was-
police, literal police, and they don't do shit.
We went. I'm not gonna hold you. We went longer than I thought. Like Kay made it through longer.
I made it through
than
like
the day.
almost
Like,
half the day. I made
We,
it
we
through
made
half
it
the
to
day.
sixth
so
period.
you got caught around 6 periods, like 8 periods.
Not-
and
at campus it was 9 periods. So he made it like basically to the end of the day. It was really that last fight,
Yo,
and they was like, "Yo, you don't go here." I was like, "Oh."
They was like, everybody in your class is like, I'm like, the niggas telling me just to go into class. Bro, like, nah, go this way. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna follow around.
Yeah, cause if I find June, I was like, "Dang, if I find June, we home free."
Bro, where was you at? You was like hanging out in the bathroom or something?
Nah, I was in
Like-
classes.
Yeah, we
I was
came
in
to
classes.
came to
So
every
you
one
was
of my
just
classes.
sit in a corner, right? And,
I'd
and-
be in the middle of class talking to people.
He came to every one of my classes. I had a sub every day. Like,
I think the
Oh,
only
you
one that
just
don't-
got lucky.
Yeah, I think the only
Yeah.
one that didn't have a sub was Jim. I think only like
but Jim wasn't.
he didn't really
was
care
alright,
anyway, yeah.
they didn't care in the
teachers
gym.
don't give about
But
shit.
every class I had,
Oh my gosh, I had this one gym teacher. She was a dyke.
Oh, I'm
look
about
good.
to say.
Yeah, she was a little white one though.
I had a white gym
A little,
teacher.
little buzz cut and
What's
shit.
her name?
You talking the one with the
Miss-
black hair?
Miss H, the one that went to the army, bro. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
she some fine
Yeah,
shit.
she was rude as
You
hell.
would've saw
Shout out
me-
Miss H.
Yeah, shout out Miss
Miss
H, bro.
H.
You would've saw me in school during gym.
what-
It was like me and 3 other niggas just always around.
not
dog.
Miss
I'm not
Before.
going
Oh,
to
you
lie.
talking about the? Yo, we had a gym teacher who was fat. That shit would blow my shit.
Yo, I'm
You're
sitting
a
in that
bully.
goddamn chair. You want to tell me
You're
to work
a
out? Bitch,
bully.
I'm in shape.
Oh, that remember Google Letty?
Yo,
Google Letty.
Mr. G.
I was beefing with him. Then I left Orange High. I mean OPA, and then he became a.
hold on, my phone. Yo, tell me. So it was a tablet situation. One of the gym teachers got his tablet stolen, and I was accused. Me and my friend got accused, but I was accused mostly because I came to school the next day with KDs, and they niggas just put pieces together. My dumb ass didn't ask my mom, can I have the receipt so I can show that I bought, like you
Oh
bought this shit.
my
But
God.
anyway, but that's beside the point.
We clowned that nigga.
Google
for the
Letty
three
was Google Letty was so mad. I put my basketball in the locker. Mind you, he locked the doors. I go in the locker, my ball pop. I'm like, no way, this nigga just popped my ball.
Yo,
That's fucked up.
I left.
He told me
I
he
love
did
OPA.
too. That's the worst part.
I come back one day. He stood outside the suit with the, like, the winds is blowing on. I'm like, who do you think you are? And I was like, yo, the vice principal now. I'm like,
That
I
shit
know
had
y'all
me
just was
crying,
a
bro.
gym teacher.
Nah,
Anyone
it's crazy
vice
because every time the principal's not there, why the hell is it always a gym teacher that becomes the vice principal or principal for like a week or two?
Valdez
Like,
is hate me.
because you work out, that makes you qualified to be a principal? Like,
Now,
I'm
gym
confused.
teachers, they be like low key cool with everybody.
Yeah. So I feel like that's the main reason.
No, it's definitely a setup.
So, as we're like reminiscing on
That
like,
nigga Horton would never be a principal.
Fuck that nigga Horton.
Damn.
you probably watching
What's
it.
the animosity?
Yo, like,
That nigga
bro,
used to
I
bully him.
passed the tablet.
He used to bully the shit out of him.
He like, yo, make sure you got your stuff secure. He might sell your shit. Like how you stole the tablet. I'm like, yo, suck my dick, bro. Like, real talk.
To this day.
I saw Troy today though. I saw him at Services Unlimited.
Bro, I used to see them getting in trouble with teachers, and I used to talk to the teacher and leave school. I used to start laughing at them. Like, I'm like, yo, how Mr. Sylvester, how Mr. G don't like you, bro? All you gotta do is just be cool. He's like, they think I stole his tab. Oh, that's your fault.
Y'all ever left school before? Like in the middle of school?
Oh,
We
yeah.
just
yeah.
school. Yo, we
Bro.
just on the lockdown.
I left
We
school
on
so many
live.
times.
Yo, we on live. Everybody, yo, I'm about to die. Like, this nigga shooting in the hallway.
Fuck.
I'm like, yo, we playing Madden. Like, yo, what the fuck going on? We just left.
It got to the point where 2 of the security guards, they used to see us. I used to
Mind you, I never had the key to my
be
house.
standing
The
outside
front
the
door.
tan house like this, waiting for him to open the door. What y'all doing, bro? Y'all left school again?
Yo,
it's like, no, I ain't go, bro. Don't lie to me. I saw you this
Bro,
morning.
they will leave, go to wherever restaurant they go to, come back like, I'm still out here. How you skip school? Got no way in your house. I'm like, he is right though.
I used to be in school.
Y'all
I ain't
should've
gonna
just
lie.
stayed in school.
I'm high as hell. They
no.
they talking to me like,
Art classes.
hey, plumber. Yeah, you leaving today again, huh? I can see it in your eyes. You not staying today. Hey, you did your work?
No.
No. It's like, don't worry, my teacher, she cool. All right, let me catch you in the office. You're a good kid.
Yo, I left school one day in the middle of school. We left to the gym because that's literally the easiest way to get out of school. So it's a group of us. We leave and we running. Why a nigga get caught by his uncle? That nigga got caught by his uncle. His uncle told his ass, get in the car. We left that nigga.
Nah, that shit's
You
hilarious.
remember the tunnels?
Bro, I hate these niggas, bro.
We had a fallout tunnel in the school, bro. Yo, we were just discovering
Yo,
shit.
There was
bro.
like, yo, these niggas that be cutting class. I'm like, yo, it was all of us in the group. Like, yo, if we get caught, everybody split up and meet up in the tunnels. Yo, we was dipping. We was running. It was hella security running after us. It was teachers. Yo, we went downstairs to the boiling room through the tunnels.
It was a mean ass crack. Niggas like, yo,
Niggas fit through the tunnels because you know this like.
They in the tunnels. I'm confused. I'm still running around the school. I'm like, you know what, bro? At this point, I'm just about to dip into a class.
We in the tunnels, and then we get to the spot. Like, so at the end of the tunnels, there was like, it was like a cinder block, right? It was like a cinder block. That was the seat. That was our seat. It was a cinder block, and it was like a little ass table with a couple of plums or some shit. And then niggas just sit there, and then we just be chilling until we hear the bell ring, and then we just leave.
y'all probably wondered how we passed school. I barely managed.
How you think these nostalgic moments shaped your life now?
Honestly, I feel like I had a great childhood. I feel like if you don't do like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not adventurous shit as a kid. Like, you're not really enjoying yourself. You got to do all the stupid shit in life to really, like, you feel me? Like, that's what being a kid is about.
Promise you, my parents used to tell me this all the time, bro. You so fucking smart, you're stupid. Like, I used to be sick too, cause I'm be sitting there like, oh, bro, like I'm acing all my tests. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm stupid. Then I do some shit outside in the streets, like just on some adventurous shit. They was like, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
My mom be violating me, bro. I remember what's it called? We steal from Family Dollars.
Oh man, don't say we.
We, though.
Don't say we.
It was me, Rel.
Oh,
Man, you ain't safe, nigga. You ain't safe, nigga. It was me, Rel, my man's Gerson, my man's
Right, like, you just...
That's
All right,
crazy.
man.
back then. These times y'all ain't gonna do shit to us.
I wasn't there.
So
wasn't there.
homeboy took all of it and put it in his hoodie. And as soon as he get to the register, because they was gonna pretend like I already took my shit and left. So I'm about to come back in and see, like, wonder what the hell they taking so long. Right when I'm looking at him, he dropped everything by mistake, and they run to the door. All you hear is they're saying in Korean like "cooey, cooey, cooey," like run. This nigga didn't hear the memo, so he got caught. We all run like. I'm like, yo, where Rel? Like, oh, he got caught. I'm like, he out. I'm like, nah, I gotta go back for him.
First of all, this day I did not take anything. I'm a mad.
Nah, he did it. That's the worst.
I ain't take nothing. I ain't touch nothing. I was like, yo,
I wasn't
chilling.
there.
And I'm not gonna hold you. Like, even if I was taking stuff, I was a master thief. I'm baptized now. I was a master thief. Like, I was wilder. Like, I just take stuff and I'll look at them too. Master, I'm like, I ain't want nothing.
He was trying to be a master manipulator too, bro. A nigga called me because I had a deep voice over the phone. So he tried to call me, pretending I was
used to
his
be
father.
the ultimate opportunist. But I had a side question. Like, do you guys feel like too much nostalgia like ruins certain things?
Yeah.
Like people are so nostalgia driven, like they would rather like pump up, like, okay, for example.
Especially when, I think I agree. Especially when it comes to relationships.
Nah, it could keep you stuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
so
constantly thinking about the past.
my example would be like any TV show or movie. Like, let's talk about probably like, for example, like a Rush Hour or Friday. Like, they would pump out these type of movies because they did so well in the past, and it's like so close and so dear to us.
Like that basic type of movie style doesn't work no more. Or like how the movies are now. They're bumping out all these basic pandering type movies where you got movie writers like Cameron and Michael Bay coming out talking about like, yeah, we can't write like some like, I want to put tits on the screen, bro. That's all I want to do. I want to put tits, action, and explosions, and I can't even get that greenlit no more, bro. Like, this is what Michael Bay, like, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm about, and you can't let me be what I'm about. I gotta pander. I gotta put all these black, Asian, all these other people in there. I'm like, I had black people in my films before. I don't really give a fuck, man. As long as I got tits and explosions, I'm good. But you worried about the wrong shit.
Like, Marvel's also a good case of this too.
Yeah.
Like,
I
for
feel like they're
example-
getting out of it now that, unfortunately, you know, now that Trump is in office, I feel like they're lining their shit up right now, though.
I mean, yeah, but Marvel anime, like, they will pump out so much stuff. Like, for example, I don't know if this is me, but I didn't really like Daima. Like, I was like,
They're like, what?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Diamond.
Yeah.
It's more like it was really for nostalgia.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Like, it was really nostalgia based, and it was like I felt like it was more focused on like the nostalgia.
And they wanted
part.
to bring Super Saiyan 4. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, like I felt like it was more like driven on to like stuff that we had when we was little, instead of like the choreography of fights. Like I feel like it's like that for anime, for like movies, like, but No Way Home and Spider-Man, like trust me, I love seeing Tobey Maguire. That's my guy. That's my boy. I was in the theater like Tobey, hey man, like I was in the theater, but now it's just like, especially now. The other day they had announced like all the actors for like, you know, the new Avengers movie, and it's like people from like the Fox movies and stuff, and it's like it's
It's
dope.
not the same.
Like yeah,
Now I
it's
know
not
how
the
people
same.
feel when they
See,
say.
but like when it
back
comes
in
to
my
Marvel,
day.
I give Marvel the benefit of the doubt because usually they end up working their shit out. They not like DC where it kind of get ruined in the process.
Calm down. But yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, DC when it comes to animated movies, got it. When it comes to live action, don't really got it.
And I think it's like that with like
This
you
is
know,
opposite with Marvel.
I think it's like that with certain video games too. Like
Video
you know,
games,
like
shows.
all these remastered video games that we get in, it's like okay, like.
Nah,
Like, yo, we've been at GTA 5 for a
it's not
minute,
even really
bro.
the remastered video games. It's the new video games that's coming out that's like carbon copies of each other. I
Yeah.
feel like we got into an era where everything is just a copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy pasta. You feel me?
Stop spin-offs, please. Oh my god.
People can't help the spin-offs.
Nah, it's some
Some
spin-offs.
spin-offs be good as hell.
good.
Some spin-offs is not it for
If
me,
something
bro.
is so good, they're only gonna want to take what they already had
Walking Dead.
and and make it into something that's not even what it was in the beginning. Like we can't just let things be what they are for
think-
what it was.
I'm gonna come up with that idea, bro. Where I get a show about a show about. I know it's
a
not
show
it's
about
not-
a show and make it into a show.
Yeah.
Like what?
A show, and it's not really even like it's a show talking about a show on a show. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
That's a talk show. Like, that's the news.
talk about We Are the Walking Dead. Talk the Walking Dead. Like, come on now, shut up, shut up.
It'd be like the behind the scenes everything.
That's this is my last question for y'all, and I'm gonna wrap up the show. In what era of your life do you feel the most nostalgia in? What era impacts you the most when it comes to nostalgia? Like it could be like kindergarten, elementary, or whatever the case may be.
But you see how you categorize it into like school years?
I'm not trying to like categorize it in school years. It's just like the age group.
Toddler, adolescent. Adolescence, teenage years,
Kid,
young adult.
preteen,
I
whatever.
think all of them as a collective, you know?
I ain't gonna lie, all of them.
All of them got good points.
For me, middle school was my middle school year, because I ain't go to cap. I had Haitian parents, so I had to figure all this shit out. Like, you ever burned a CD? What the fuck is that, bro? That shit.
You
No,
burned a
actual
CD?
burn. Like, you put a
Nah,
CD
a CD burner.
Yeah, CD, like, what's it called? Basically putting shit into a CD from a computer. Bro, I had to do that shit. That shit was so stupid.
was doing that shit at like 7
bro,
years
I
old.
had Wi-Fi in my crib my whole elementary year, and I didn't know.
Bro,
That shit had me heated, bro. PSP with no internet. iPod Touch with no internet.
bro.
I want to know like
Look,
how you,
look, that's in
how
the
you wanna know how
past.
to use
I need you
internet as
to
a
calm
kid?
down a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just breathe. You gotta breathe.
That's her, what was I about to say? Yeah, bro, you Haitian, bro. You know the Haitians all got the bootleg CDs, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
bootleg CDs.
for a while, I was watching all the Avengers movies, like Iron Man 2, I had that was bootleg,
I
bro.
had hella like old movies. I had Incredibles. I had Nemo. I had
Hella niggas
like
just
I had
get up-
princess movies and shit.
Y'all remember getting them from like the Chinese store, the little white disc?
No, fuck the Chinese store. I got them from ShopRite.
I got them bitches from downtown.
Little area.
The
My
man
favorite
outside.
Chinese downtown too, yo. It was my favorite little Asian lady and my favorite little Muslim person, bro. Like, they always had the deals. Then let a Muslim find out you Muslim too. Like,
For you, my
brother. Like, yeah, for you, here, take 2 Muslim oils too, bro. I got you. I got like, chill, bro. You know what, bro? I might start wearing the kufi around.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
Oh, that's dope.
But definitely all of it though, because like I had to grow up fast, but then I also had a lot of fun childhood moments in the midst of growing up fast. So it's like I learned a lot, and I also got to relax a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you?
I had
Are
to
you
run from
more-
a bear.
Are you glad that you grew up in the generation that you grew up in, or are you envious
for
of a
sure.
generation before or after?
I'm envious of kids now, to be honest.
They got too much freedom.
Oh my
bro.
mother, if I would have grew up like literally just like probably like 5 years
I probably
later.
would have been off the fucking chain.
No,
I'm
not
good.
the chain.
I'm glad where I was. Nah,
But I would
good.
have had probably way more money moves though. I ain't gonna lie. But like I definitely probably would have been. I don't
Everything
know.
just so reachable.
My
Yo,
personality, I
these
probably would have been
kids
behind
now,
bars.
bro. Back then we were in True. No, back then it was first house. Then we went for True Religion. Now these kids walk with anything, bro. Prada, anything. I'm like, nigga, this is your parent. You live in the hood with me, nigga.
I
That
ain't
is not
gonna
legal.
lie. I was loving it though. I just saw I remember my niece's fucking birthday. My brother was showing me her outfit. Expensive ass little girl, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She looked fly though. She looked fly.
Back then, niggas put the Ferragamo on. You got it. You put
What?
the Ferragamo, you got it.
Hey, you saw me, bro. All I did every now and then I buy like a Fendi belt, maybe a Ferragamo or a Gucci belt. Wear that for like a week. I ain't gonna lie.
One piece of design for us, you got it. Now they got it all, bro.
I
Prom
always had
all,
big feet,
bro.
so I wasn't trying to be expensive with the shoes. I buy like a quick like $240 dollar pair of shoes. Wear that for about a couple of months. I might get another pair. Might not. Who knows, bro? As long as it look fly while I'm at school, that's all that matters.
Yo, I'll end it off with this note. You know, back then it was probably Gucci or Ferragamo, or now it's Prada. But sooner or later, it's gonna be DVD merch. All the kids gonna be on DVD. All the kids gonna have DVD on them. So
Nah, but for real though,
I
money
got it
aside,
today.
I don't think all of that matters. Cause you know, if I was still in the same money bracket I was when I was a kid, like the amount of money my family had to give to me, I think the things I would be wearing is the same, but like I'd have actual memories. You know, like my sisters, they have memories of things that they said when they were 2-3 years old. I don't have that. We have like pictures and stuff. But they got like legitimate motion.
oh yeah,
Like you can forever be funny. Like my mom's not gonna remember what I said when I was 2, but my sisters can now think and do whatever and have it recorded. I think that's super cool. That's the only reason why I'm envious though.
They got that little tablet and all that.
They don't
shit,
got
bro.
no social skills.
That's
but,
true. They don't got no social skills.
But like
They
it's
kids.
cool memory wise. That's all they got to me at least.
My little kids in my family, they weird as hell too. I be looking at them like, yo, I was low key like the exact same way as y'all when I was inside. But once I got outside,
I was doing stuff.
I was doing stuff. I was communicating. Everybody thought that I was some extra like. Yeah, he part of the hood. Whole time like I'm really a nerd behind the scenes.
all right. Last thing I'll say is the era that I probably would have grown up in was probably the era before us, like generation before us. Because yo, if I had a podcast in like the '90s or something,
Yeah,
I've been blew
probably.
up.
I feel like all
yeah, I've been
creators
blew up.
be thinking
I've been-
that.
I've been chilling.
Now,
Shit.
like we the exception, but I just hear people. I'm like, yo, like you gotta put a license on this shit, bro.
I be hearing some of them radio talk shows. I be sitting there like they be sounding way wilder than anything we say.
Yo, no funny
Donkey
shit.
of the
They had-
day.
Especially Charlemagne.
Charlamagne, bro.
I'm sorry, that nigga is wild.
Unhinged.
Oh my gosh, real quick, my fault. I remember when that lady, she tried to get in the lift, but she was too big, so he faded her. So she went on the breakfast show. She was like, y'all don't got a bigger chair? And then he talking about some...
They bring in a
forgot.
fucking couch.
That's just a couch.
She was like, I was going, y'all
Bring
finished
in the
quick.
couch.
What? You can't fit in that car. Stop lying.
He said, see how y'all accommodated to me? He said, no.
Not allowed to talk about fat people no more.
But anyway.
Why not? You got canceled or something?
Nah, apparently I'm fat phobic, but I just think that.
Are you? That's rude.
No. If you like 200 pounds, you okay.
I'm 200 pounds.
You green in my book. Now you.
We talking about my 600-pound lifetime.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you like Dave Blunt's fat, you gotta go. Like either you gotta hit the lipo, you gotta hit the gym. Nah, you can't hit the gym.
Yo, go back to episode 3, bro. Y'all hear what Kay said in episode 3? If you 600 pounds, lose the weight or die. Anyway, that's the end of the episode, bro. We gonna catch y'all next time. DBD, you know me. Stay different by the 4.
Bye.